With puffy jackets, you have a lot of variability out there, a lot of options. And you have synthetic fill, natural fill, you have these proprietary blends of synthetic and natural fill that these companies offer. You'll hear 850 fill and fill. You'll hear a fill power and DWR coded and all of this different technology terminology or marketing terminology, and it can be a bit confusing and overwhelming. And this video is not going to break that down per se. We are focused on the performance of 7 puffy jackets. And what I've done is outline these dynamics, the weight, the noise factor, the blend that they use, the composition of these jackets, and then I did a temperature challenge over a period of time, and all of that is captured on a spreadsheet that you can get in the Linktree profile on my YouTube page here on YouTube, or on my Linktree profile on my Instagram page. And you can get that for free, and you can follow along or just jump right now to that. But there's a lot of terminology, but again, I wanted to focus on the performance of these jackets. And in the temperature challenge, in 30-degree weather, stood in a t-shirt and got my core down to 58, 59 degrees, and would put a jacket on and then mark the temperature change at 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and 5 minutes to see on its own, standing still, how each of these jackets perform, regardless of what their composition is. So I want to start from the most expensive to the least expensive, and I'll talk about their rankings and my thoughts. Now, all of these except for one of these, I would take it to the backcountry. But again, they all cost different prices, and you need to determine what's the best value and what's the best fit for you. So I'm going to start with the Sitka Kelvin Lite. This is weighs 20 ounces. This was, I guess, more on the higher end of weight, but you can see it is hooded. It has a blend of 80% goose down, 20% polyester. It's termed Prima Loft Gold Down Blend by Sitka. And it has a nylon shell, which does give it some sort of waterproofing, I suppose, or water resistance. To my knowledge, there's no DWR coating. It is very loud. It was the noise factor. It was 62 decibels in the decibel reading, and that was one of the loudest of the group. It does have an interior pocket. It does not have a chest pocket. There is a recess within the side pockets that I really like. That I think will hold your gear as you put things in and maybe forget to zip it up. I really like that dynamic. There are no heat dump zippers. And then, just from my general notes, this is $359. And it only has, it did well in terms of the temperature challenge. I mean, it got me up to 70 degrees at my core at the 5-minute mark. But as you'll see, most of the jackets performed in that fashion. So my problem with this is the price and the noise factor, and the fact that it doesn't have a lot of extra pockets for things like a chest pocket or maybe an additional interior pocket. So it ranked number 4 for me out of 7 jackets based on the intersection of value and performance. So let's move on to the Firstlite Brooks Down. And so this is $285 retail. It's 11.5 ounces, so it's significantly lighter than the Kelvin Lite. It is 80% down, 20% polyester. This is it's DWR treated. I believe internally the fill is DWR treated. That's sort of a water resistance. It's 37.5 down tech, which is Firstlite's sort of proprietary down, is 37.5 down tech. It's a nylon shell. It also scored a 62 decibels in terms of my evaluation. It is hooded, which is nice. It does not have a chest pocket. It does have 2 interior pockets. It does not have heat dump zippers. And this jacket failed miserably in terms of the temperature challenge. It over the 5-minute period, from my core temperature of 59, it only got up to 66 degrees at minute 5. And I could feel the heat literally coming out of my arms. My arms were cold in this jacket. And on the website it's stated that it's even it's good for 20 to 40 degrees or under 20 degrees as a choice. So I was really disappointed in this because of the price and the noise factor and the fact that it just did not perform in the temperature challenge. So moving on to number 7. Actually, it was ranked number 7. I would not take that jacket out in the backcountry with me. Coming in at the third highest price, the KUIU Kenai. This is $239. This is 14.1 ounces, so it's a little heavy, especially because it doesn't have a hood like the other two. This is 100% polyester fiber fill. It's called DWR 3DEFX. So it has a nylon shell. It's also treated with DWR to resist light moisture, according to the website. The noise factor was the quietest, and by far, and so excellent in terms of that. It does have one chest pocket that does not have interior pockets. It does have heat dump zippers on the side here in the armpits, which is nice if you're obviously active. You need to dump some heat. You don't want to take the jacket off. Very nice. Dead quiet, no hood, water resistant. Possibly you can see where water could penetrate this. It's on the upper end of heavy, but it finished number 3 in terms of my ranking, and it in the temperature challenge it got me up to 69 degrees after 5 minutes, and so that was at the upper end of the temperature changes in terms of that temperature challenge with all of these jackets was 69, 70 degrees, except for that Firstlite. Let's move on to the North Face Thermo Ball, which you've probably seen before out in public. It's a very popular jacket. It's as are a lot of North Face gear. So this came in at $210. It's 12.3 ounces. It is not hooded. It is 100% recycled polyester fill, and it has a nylon shell. It is. This was also quiet. It scored a 56 in terms of decibels with my evaluation. It does not have a chest pocket, no interior pockets, just the hand pockets. It does not have heat dump zippers. So my notes were that it was lightweight, but it has no extra pockets, no hood, and the water resistance is questionable. It's just a nylon shell. This scored a 5 in terms of my overall rank. I'm looking at value and performance, and it also got me, like the Sitka jacket, got me to 70 degrees after 5 minutes of the temperature challenge. So it's a very thin jacket. It's very packable, and surprisingly got me to that 70 degrees in the temperature challenge, which is, I was a little bit surprised by that performance because it is so thin. So moving on to this jacket, this is the TUMI Preston. This is, again, a non-hunting brand similar to the North Face jacket. This comes in at $135. It's 12.9 ounces. Now, we've seen a lot of, polyester or synthetic fill with some of those other jackets, or a mix. This is 100% natural. This is 90% down and 10% feathers. And that's why I wanted to include this jacket, because I really wanted to see, how does this perform? Does this blow away the competition, or is it very similar? So it does have a nylon shell. It is not hooded. The noise factor was sort of low. It was a 59 decibels. It does not have a chest pocket. It does have one interior pocket. It does not have heat dump zippers, of course, and I don't know about its water resistance, of course, but I put it as a 6 in terms of its overall rank, in terms of value and performance. And from a performance standpoint, it's 100% natural. You can see it's very puffy. It's almost too puffy. Feels like it might make a lot of noise as you walk because it is so puffy. It got me to 69 degrees at minute 5. So it did not outperform. It didn't necessarily underperform. It was just similar to what the other options. So moving on to the Columbia. This is an Omni heat jacket. You see the reflective interior. This retails for $120. This was by far the heaviest at 23.5 ounces. It is a polyester fill, so it's all synthetic fill. That's a nylon shell. It does talk about some water resistance on the website, but it doesn't. I don't think it's treated. I think it's just the nature of the nylon, nature of the fabric. And so it is hooded, which I do like. The noise factor was a 55, is 55 decibels. It does not have a chest pocket. It does have one interior pocket. It does not have heat zippers, but the pockets on the side were of a fleece type material, incredibly comfortable for naked hands. And I got to tell you, the Sitka and the Firstlite jackets, they are the cold nylon inside those pockets, and I don't like that. A lot of jackets are. I think the TUMI Preston was like that, where you're putting your hands in, and it's this nylon that's just generally cold to the touch. These are sort of a fleece. This jacket came in at number 2 in terms of my rating based on value and performance. This is a $120 jacket retail. You could probably find it at some Columbia outlet for even less than that. And then from a temperature standpoint, it got me at 70 degrees in 5 minutes. So it did as well as the Sitka Kelvin and as well as the North Face Thermo. So we have sort of 2 non-hunting companies with hunting jackets that are performing, as well as the Sitka hunting jacket. So my last jacket here, again, is a non-hunting product. This is the Bauer Stratus Therm. This is $97 retail, but you can find it for, I think it's on sale right now on their website for half that. I bought this for $50 at an outlet. It's 13.3 ounces. It's 80% down, 20% feathers. It's a 650 fill power. So this, again, is a natural. It has a polyester shell. It is not hooded. The noise factor was a 61, so more on the high end. It does have a chest pocket. It also has 2 interior pockets. So I like this already. It's got multiple pockets. I can put my tag. I can put my calls. I can put my milkweed, whatever. And so it does not have heat dump zippers. It has no hood, but it does have the cold pocket phenomenon that I referred to a second ago. It is lightweight, and this is in 4 minutes it got me to 70 degrees. It was the only jacket to do that, and of course I maintained that 70 degree temperature to minute 5. And so as a result, this jacket that I bought for $50 came in at number 1 from a value and performance standpoint. So there you have it. I mean, it is, we've looked at synthetic fill, natural fill, polyester shell, nylon shells, hooded, non-hooded, glove configurations, weight, noise factor. And there's a lot of value to be had out there. You don't necessarily have to spend $359 on your Puffy. So if you like this content, please like it and subscribe. And feel free to send me some feedback on other things that you'd like for me to evaluate in this fashion. I hope this was helpful. Again, you can get this spreadsheet for free. Just go to my Linktree profile and you can download it there. Best of luck this season. Hope this is helpful. All the best.